Recently met one of my favorite influencers, and it did not go the way I thought it was gonna go. I see this person and I'm like, oh my God, I'm telling Julie, I'm like, bro, I have to go say hello. Like, I really love you, I love your content, I've been watching you for a long time. Don't know if something was happening and I wasn't aware of it, but the way I felt so dismissed.
The internet has been buzzing with talk that Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater might have already called it quits. These breakup rumors started making waves back in January, and now there's even more tea spilling all over social media. But that's not all. We've got a whole lineup of drama to get into, including a certain guy from Anaconda trying real hard to crawl back into the spotlight. Camila, yes, from the Bob house, popped up with a TikTok calling out an influencer for being straight up cold to her when she tried to say hi at Ultra.
Recently met one of my favorite influencers, and it did not go the way I thought it was gonna go. As you guys know, there was an event here that happened in Miami this weekend, and there was a lot of people there, right? So there's like a VIP section, and I see this person, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm telling Julie, I'm like, bro, I have to go say hello. I basically chased this person down, which was kind of embarrassing because I like had socks on because I took my shoes off, whatever. Anyway, I ran after this person and I was like, oh my God, hi, like I have a table here. Like, I would love if you came and took a shot with us really quick, and you can even bring your friends, like just coming out for a second. I was like, I really love you. I love your content. I've been watching you for a long time. Don't know if something was happening and I wasn't aware of it, but the way I felt so dismissed, the way they responded was like, I mean, yeah, like, I'll have a shot, like, I don't really care. And they were with like a group of people, right? So it was, I think, like 5 of them, it was like 2 guys or whatever. And they were all kind of just like looking at each other, and it's me and my friend, and we're like standing there. And I'm like it's like awkward, right? And then they look at me and they're like, you know, I think we're just gonna go into like the GA section and like hang out with a couple of people. It's literally not that they were like rude or anything, but the way I felt dismissed was like insane, because when I meet you guys, I want you to feel heard. I want you to feel like we had like some sort of like one-on-one conversation, and I want you to know how much you mean to me and how much I love you. So I kind of just expected other people to treat their fans that way, and I don't know, it was a very humbling moment for me.
Now here's where it gets messy. Earl had just posted that she was also at Ultra, and she's a massive influencer. So naturally, people started connecting the dots, thinking Camila was talking about her. Right after that, every single video Alex dropped had comments flooded with, "Came here from Camila's video." The internet detectives were on it. So Earl actually responded to all the buzz. She slid into Camila's comment section and dropped a message saying, "Hi, I just DM'd you. If this is about me, I would never be outright rude or dismissive to someone. Want to figure this out?" That move had everyone watching closely. Then someone else fired off a comment under Alex's post, basically calling her out like, "So you just dismissed Camila?" And Alex came back again saying, "I just DM'd her. I'm not sure if it's about me, but I would never be rude to someone. She's clearly trying to keep it cool and clear her name." Now, let's be real. It's totally possible Alex had no clue who Camila even was. Maybe she just wasn't down to take a random shot with someone she didn't recognize. But of course, the internet had thoughts. People were going off saying stuff like, "Camila's huge. How would Alex not know her?" I mean, both of them are big-time Miami influencers with massive followings. So the confusion only added fuel to the mystery. But whether it was a snub or a misunderstanding, folks definitely weren't buying the "I didn't know her" angle. The comment sections were a war zone. Now switching gears, let's talk about this wild TanaCon throwback. I've been dying to bring this one up. So guess who just popped back up online? Michael, the same Michael who helped organize the chaotic disaster that was TanaCon. Yup, he's back and posting on TikTok like nothing happened. He even dropped a video letting everyone know he's here and ready to make content again. Like, what? The second Michael showed up online again, the comments exploded. People were like, "Tana Marie needs to see this ASAP." One person even said they screamed the moment they realized who it was. "I heard Tana scream at the top of her lungs as soon as I realized who I was looking at."
You may remember me from like past controversies or TanaCon or Dr. Phil or Hulu, already my past creator work. I'm not here to relive any of that. I am here I think to come out. I have built multiple six-figure businesses. I've rebuilt my body. I've rebuilt my mind, my spirit, my love, and I'm here to come out as a creator. I'm done waiting for permission to be myself in the world. I create light, I create love, I create space for other people, and I'm done waiting for permission to be myself. I'm done waiting for the world to give me permission to be who I really am. And now I'm ready to show up, and I'm here to be me, and I'm ready to show the world who I really am. I'm Michael Whis, and I'm still fucking here.
The drama is unreal. Others were wishing they could personally warn Tana. And then there was that comment. This man built multiple six-figure businesses, ran scams till they crumbled, and then moved on to the next one. LOL. People seriously couldn't believe he had the nerve to show his face again like nothing ever happened. It's wild. Like, how does someone with that kind of rep just waltz back onto TikTok like, hey guys, I'm here to make content? As if the whole TanaCon mess and the attempted TanaCon 2, that never even happened. We're just ancient history. He's known across the internet as the scammer, and now he's trying to act brand new? Yeah, not everyone's buying it, but I had to fill you in because this comeback is one of the craziest things I've seen in a while. Now switching it up, let's get into Michaela's latest move. She's been making waves with her new skincare line called POV. She's gone full promo mode, and a bunch of her influencer friends are hyping it up too. It's been all over my feed lately. Michaela's skincare launch, POV, is getting tons of buzz. And not just for the products. A bunch of her influencer besties, like James Charles, have already posted reaction videos and first impressions. But the real drama kicked off when Glamzilla took a different route. She decided to actually wait and test the products out before dropping her review. Shocking, right? Now, you'd think people would be into that kind of honesty, but nope, Glamzilla got dragged in the comments. Viewers were questioning everything like, wait, why are you being so cautious with this brand? Some people felt like she was treating Michaela's line differently, more carefully, than other brands she's reviewed in the past. And that made people start speculating hard. Some were even throwing shade, asking if the delay meant the products were bad. Like, was she holding off because she didn't want to post a negative review of her friend's brand? The comment section was a battlefield. People weren't holding back. One wrote, "She's basically admitting she lies about other products." Another said, "So this isn't your usual review style? Why so deep and detailed all of a sudden?" And then came the big accusation. Both you and Michaela lie in your reviews, but now that it's your friend's brand, suddenly you need to immerse yourself in the formula? Be for real. The vibe? Total chaos. Folks weren't buying the sincerity, and a lot of them thought it seemed way too calculated. But here's the real question. Do you hold all beauty influencers to the same standard? Or is this special treatment just for Michaela? That's what people are side-eyeing.
I'm not going to be reviewing Point of View by Michaela anytime soon, and I know that might be a shock to a bunch of you because, you know, I love her and she's my friend. But to be a good friend, I actually need to immerse myself in her formulas, really understand them, and finish a bottle or two before I form an opinion and then let her know and give her a review. And to be a good content creator, that's exactly what I need to do. And, well, I will say I've been using the lip treatment and it is fire. But otherwise, you're not going to see me unbox it and try it in one video and be like, oh my god, I never use it again. No, I'm going to give my girl her time. She worked really hard on this launch, and I want to appreciate it for what it is. And I want to be able to tell you guys the truth, regardless if she's my friend or not. And that's just how it is. And don't worry, I'll keep you posted. I'm really going to dive in, and I'll let you know as I finish formulas and I form opinions. But in this scenario, it's being a good friend means being a great content creator and forming a real review. So I love you, Michaela. So proud of you, but I've told you a million times already.
One comment said it all. I've seen so many of your TikToks, and now I'm questioning everything. Oh, Glamzilla, honey, now you're looking shady. Another person just flat out said, She doesn't want to give her friend a bad review. It's okay, girl. The internet was eating this up. What started as Glamzilla simply saying she wanted to take her time reviewing Michaela's products suddenly spiraled into a full-blown trust crisis. Viewers weren't buying it. They felt like she's never gone this hard for other brands. So why now? Why so serious just for Michaela? Honestly, it's a valid point. If thorough testing was her standard for all reviews, nobody would be mad. In fact, that's what most people want. Real, honest, in-depth reviews. That's the whole reason beauty content blew up in the first place. Back in the early YouTube days, people were searching stuff like Maybelline mascara review just to hear the truth before spending their money. But then the game changed. Brands started seeing the cash potential in influencer marketing, and suddenly everything got way less authentic. Behind-the-scenes deals, secret sponsorships, and under-the-table promo turned beauty content into big business. And when that happens, trust goes out the window. This whole situation has gotten so messy. But deep down, followers just want to trust their favorite influencers again. They want to believe that the opinions being shared about products are actually honest. And it's honestly kinda sad if that's not the case. Now, as for Michaela's brand, maybe it's just not Glamzilla's vibe. Maybe she's stalling on filming that review because she doesn't want to lie, or maybe she's trying to avoid saying something negative about a friend's product. Who knows? But whatever the reason is, it's definitely got people talking, and not in a good way. All right, let's move on to the major tea that's been boiling for weeks. Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. In case you missed how this whole storm started, Ariana and Ethan first linked up on the set of the Wicked movie. He's playing Bach, and she's Glinda. And that's where the drama really kicked off. Because when the news dropped about them being together, people lost it. Why? Well, Ethan wasn't just dating someone. He was married. Like, legally married. On top of that, he and his wife have a child together. So when fans found out Ariana and Ethan were an item, it didn't sit right with a lot of people. It wasn't just a new couple reveal. It was a scandal wrapped in a PR nightmare. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, boom! Ethan's ex-wife, Lily J, stepped into the chat. She didn't hold back either. She reportedly told people that Ariana was not a girl's girl, and basically made it clear that she was not happy about how things went down. And honestly, who could blame her? Imagine being married, having a kid, and then your husband ends up in the headlines with one of the biggest pop stars on the planet. That's a whole different level of public heartbreak. Fans were instantly split, some defending Ariana, others siding with Lily and calling the whole thing shady. What made it even wilder? The timing. Ariana had just recently gone through her own divorce from Dalton Gomez, and then almost immediately she's linked to Ethan. People online were like, wait, weren't y'all still filming when all this was happening? The math wasn't mathing, and folks were trying to piece together the timeline like it was an episode of a true crime docuseries. The internet started treating this like a full-on investigation. Screenshots, fan theories, old photos, everything was getting pulled up. Some fans even went deep into their past social media likes and follows, trying to find any clue about when this relationship really started. At this point, the drama isn't just about the relationship, it's about loyalty, timing, and how quick people can flip the script when fame is involved. And with Ariana and Ethan still staying silent, people are filling in the blanks themselves. And that never ends quietly. They were doing interviews, Ethan was openly talking about Ariana, and they were showing up everywhere, smiling, greeting fans, looking super connected in public. People started changing their tune, like, okay, maybe I get what Ariana sees in him. Even the ones who didn't love how it all started were kinda warming up to the idea. The vibe became, I don't agree with the mess, but I'm kinda here for the couple. They really weathered a whole storm together. From headline scandals to constant online dragging, it felt like they'd already survived every PR nightmare possible. So naturally, folks started thinking the next chapter might be a ring. Like, after everything they'd been through, engagement rumors didn't seem that far-fetched. But plot twist. We're now hearing whispers that Ariana and Ethan might have split. Yep. After all that drama, now the internet's flooded with breakup talk. People are shook. The source of all this chaos? Blind items, those anonymous gossip posts that always stir up the messiest rumors. You never know what's real, but 2 recent ones have people spiraling. One from back in March claimed that a super famous singer and part-time actress had moved on from her boyfriend, and everyone instantly guessed it was Ariana. And then came the second bombshell, more vague clues, but again, all signs pointed to Ariana and Ethan. No official announcement yet, but the speculation is loud. Fans are split. Some are like, no way, not after everything, while others think it might actually make sense, especially after how fast everything moved between them. Now here's where it gets even wilder. Fans started digging hard for clues. People were analyzing recent photos, checking who unfollowed who, and stalking likes like it was their full-time job. One of the biggest red flags? Ariana and Ethan haven't been spotted together in weeks. Not at events, not walking around, nothing. For a couple that was all over each other for months, that silence was loud. Then came the TikToks. Tons of creators started posting theories, some saying the breakup was mutual, others claiming Ariana pulled the plug first. A few even suggested that the pressure from the public and the non-stop headlines just got to be too much. One TikTok with over 1 million views straight up claimed, "She's done with the drama. She's focusing on her career and herself." And people ate it up. But of course, not everyone's convinced. Some fans are calling the whole thing a PR reset, saying it's just a way to cool things down before they go public again later on. Others think they are still together, just keeping it super private now after everything that's happened. No one really knows the truth yet, and neither Ariana nor Ethan have said a word. No confirmations, no denials, just silence. Which, honestly, is only making the rumors even louder. And let's be real. When you're one of the most talked about couples in Hollywood, staying quiet almost feels like an answer in itself. Another blind item that resurfaced recently is from January, and this one hit different. It claimed Ariana had started pulling away, while Ethan was the one pushing to keep the relationship visible. According to the tip, the A-list singer and sometimes actress had grown distant, and her boyfriend was the one insisting they keep showing up together in public. The post ended with, "He can tell the end is near." Ooh. Their last major public appearance? The Oscars. And ever since then, nothing. No pap shots, no fan sightings, no subtle couple moments. Silence. Whether they're still together or not, one thing's for sure, the public has never fully embraced this relationship. From the beginning, people were side-eyeing the whole thing. But with Wicked, Part 2. Dropping later this year, there's no escaping the spotlight. Ariana and Ethan will be back on red carpets, sitting side by side in interviews, and probably dealing with a fresh round of questions about everything that's gone down. If they've broken up, it's about to be awkward, like super awkward. But if they've stayed together through all this noise, the press tour could actually work in their favor again. The first round of promos softened a lot of critics, and fans started warming up to their vibe. If they're still holding strong by the time Wicked 2 hits, people might just shrug and say, well, it is what it is. Love it or hate it, this relationship has never been boring. And right now, the silence is only making things messier. Nobody knows what's real, but everybody has an opinion. What's wild is that even without a single confirmation, this Ariana and Ethan breakup talk has totally taken over the internet. It's like every other comment section, gossip page, or pop culture TikTok is spinning a new theory. Some are convinced they're just taking a break, others swear it's a permanent split, and a few think it's all just a distraction before a major Wicked marketing push. Like, what even is the truth at this point? The fan reactions have been all over the place. Some are rooting for Ariana to be single again, saying she needs to focus on herself, her music, and her movie career, especially after all the personal drama she's been through this past year. Others are still holding on to hope, convinced Ethan's been her rock through everything, and that the two of them are just laying low to keep things private. Then there's the group that's tired of all the guessing and just wants answers. They're like, if they're broken up, just say it. If they're still together, drop a photo or something. The suspense is driving everyone up the wall. But knowing Ariana, she might not say anything at all. She's always been one to move in silence when things get too loud. And honestly, with everything being so public already, she could just be trying to protect something for herself. At this point, whether she and Ethan are done or not almost doesn't matter. The speculation is the story. And as long as they keep it quiet, the internet's gonna keep talking. Louder than ever. Maybe they're just laying low because they know being seen together triggers backlash. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. It kind of feels like the only times they ever really went public with their relationship were tied to wicked promo. Like, red carpets and interviews weren't a choice. They had to show up. So now, maybe they're just hiding out, trying to fix things without the cameras in their faces. Whether they're still together or not, nobody really knows. But that hasn't stopped the internet from running wild with rumors. And seriously, what do you think? Are people just pushing these breakup stories because they still don't like them as a couple? Or is there actually something going on behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts below. What do you make of the whole Ariana and Ethan situation? And don't forget, there was also all the drama with Glamzilla and Michaela, that chaos around Earl, and let's not forget Michael Whis coming back from the TanaCon ashes like nothing ever happened. It's been a week, y'all. Let me know what you're thinking about all of it. Spill your takes, I'm reading every single comment. And if you liked this video, make sure to give it a like, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next drop. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!